It's Week 9 of the National Football League, where we are graced with a rematch of last season's divisional round. It's the Rams and the Buccaneers on EA Sports.
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin here with Charles Davis as always. And CD, you look at the Rams in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career. Matthew Stafford.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Stafford going to throw from the outset. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams, you may remember, battled in the NFC divisional round last year, and that game was also here at Raymond James Stadium. The Rams ran out to a 27-3 lead. Before the Bucs and Tom Brady, they rallied all the way back. But in the end, former Buck Matt Gay hit the game winner at the gun, and the Rams advanced 30-27. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now, but how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff on Father Time the way that he has.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. first down. Stafford here. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get this down to the 10. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, and we go from one mat to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. Gay's kick is good, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now, after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On play action, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Fournette on the counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Brady. This is caught. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Succop's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
After the sack on first down, Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. On third down, here's a run by Akers. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake. Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Steps away. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There's past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. Now Brady on the bootleg. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On play action, now Brady on the move to his left. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Stafford on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Stafford going to give this to Akers. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to speed things up here. To try again after the sack. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This will get the lead up to 7. Succop's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So now Stafford and the Rams down 13-6, 2:05 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down at Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Stafford hooking up with Akers. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Stafford now to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Fournette once more on second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
He's back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point put through by Suckum, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bucs, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.